One thing that a lot of these certain movies have in common, and I'm not talking about they did very well in the box office or they did horrible in the box office. When you have the likes of like Beetlejuice, Alien Romulus, Ghostbusters, the Deadpool Wolverine movie, and many others, one major thing that they have in common is, and did very well for itself because they sold out. I can't believe people are paying big dollars for these. Is the popcorn bucket? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the popcorn bucket. A lot of you, I hear this every day. I haven't been to a movie theater in quite some time, but I wouldn't shell out for these. But hey, listen, a lot of people like them. They set them up, as pieces on their shelves and stuff like that. Even Dune had a crazy looking worm one. That people make jokes about to that point. And the reason why we bring this up, and you've seen it on the title on this, there is a third film that's coming out of a really bloody horror that is really good. It's a really good film. If you haven't seen it yet, I believe most of the free streaming is still airing it. I believe Tubi still has the first two on there, and a couple of other sites are airing this. I think also Shudder also has this if you have a Shudder account. Shudder's only a couple of bucks a month. Of course, it's Art the Clown is returning for a third, and it's a Christmas tale, even though the movie will be released in August. Yeah, that's right. Art the Clown will get his own popcorn bucket. And they're calling it the snack wars to the situation. Collider had a good article on this. We'll read a little bit into this. Art the Clown wins the snack wars with a new Haunting Terrifier 3 popcorn bucket. With Beetlejuice, Alien Romulus crushing it in the theaters, well, it's doing well. It's beginning to look like a lot like Halloween, however, not quite the spooky season. Well, there are some good low-budget horror films that are coming out in the October month. They're not going to theaters, but you'll probably be able to see it on streaming. Until Art the Clown comes down the chimney with a bag of torture devices, the modern slasher icon is returning for Terrifier 3 next month. The countdown to Art's bloody Christmas takeover is ticking to its end since the highly successful Terrifier 2 in 2022, which was really good. Art has been featured on action figures, Funko Pops, and t-shirts. Now the marketing blitz continues as Art and Terrifier 3 has entered the popcorn bucket race. The new horrific bucket features Art's bloody soaked face wearing a Santa Claus hat and beard, just like he does in the upcoming film. The themed popcorn bucket has become incredibly popular over the last year with major releases like Dune 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, Alien Romulus, and Beetlejuice competing for the moviegoers' buttery hearts. However, while some have been unintentionally hilarious or a bit spooky in their design, Terrifier 3 wins the popcorn bucket war of 2024 on just the pure fear factor. This bucket, which most likely will haunt our nightmares for the rest of the season, will be available at Cinemark. There will be buckets for Regal Cinemas and AMC Theatres as well. Art's dreadful mug, yeah, that's right, he's getting a mug too, will go up for pre-order on Wednesday, September 18th. That's this coming week. This may not be the only theater merch tied to Terrifier 3, but for now, this will be more satisfying for the horror community. Yeah, and that's right. I'll tell you this. The horror industry has been knocking it out of the park. Some of them theatrically, some of them online. The thing is that they're not making billions on there, but they're spending very little to bring you very good horror. We go back to the beginning of the year with the movie Megan. We also, I think we have an AI movie that's also coming out of there. We had a couple of films in between that were of decent nature, and still more to come. I mean, they're pumping this out. I mean, we have the sequel to the Winnie the Pooh movie that had come out. We have a Peter Pan horror the Peter Pan one looks very good, and it's in the Winnie the Pooh horror universe as well. And we expected a Bambi one. We have a Mickey Mouse one, or the Steamboat Willie actually on that one. And there's a whole slew of others that are waiting to be released either this year or into 2025. Believe me, my wife is watching everything she can. She is a big horror fan. If she doesn't like it in the first 5 minutes, she just says, nope, sorry, not for me. Because she knows what she wants in a horror film. And I'll tell you this, she's seen some gruesome stuff just in the last 2 weeks that has been released through Shudder, through Tubi TV. I mean, all those companies, they're making these low-budget films for next to nothing. Really. Some of them under 50 million, some for like 10 million, some for 5 million. I mean, it doesn't cost that much to make a good horror film. And that's the thing. And this is what Hollywood needs to realize. You don't need to spend 150, 200, 300 million on a big movie. Stop thinking blockbuster. Make quality movies. Now, I'm not saying that every horror film is quality, but the thing about it is when you have a movie like Terrifier 3 that just basically has a great plot to it, it's really, really good. And I'll tell you this, as far as the blood factor, yeah, it gets real gruesome. I mean, supposedly some of the actors have gotten sick on set because the amount of gore that has been and blood that has been used in this so far trilogy. Supposedly there is going to be a fourth. Hopefully that they'll bring this out. And the thing is that hey, listen, there's even a VHS Beyond that's coming out that's going to focus on science fiction. That's another one that's a good horror that's coming out very soon as well. And the thing is, some of the directors, and you go back to like VHS, the guys from the first movie are making some of the good ones out here. Like you had that trilogy, X, Pearl, and Maxine. That comes from one of the directors from VHS, from the original first one. And that did pretty well for itself. Not massively, but it had a following itself. Because Hollywood needs to understand, you need the fans to support you. They're buying the popcorn buckets like crazy. Look at guys, Nerdrotic and Film Threat and Culture Casino and all the rest that have been just going. They've been going themselves. They at times that they go see the movie, they said, I got to go back and pay another ticket just to find the popcorn bucket because some of them have multiple different types of popcorn buckets. Like I like the Alien one with the alien head with the popcorn bucket. That one was pretty good as well. And what's it going to be for the next ones coming out? Because you got Sonic coming out, and a couple other big films. Hopefully next year that'll be out, and see if they're going to have popcorn buckets. You create a film that the fans enjoy. They're going to keep coming, and they're going to buy your popcorn buckets. If they're buying your popcorn buckets with, some films that are just relatively okay, they're looking at this, and they're buying the merch, that should tell you if you write something really, really good, and you don't spend too much on it, you give a good premise, good acting to the situation, no politics to the point. You'll make the money. You will make the money. We've seen low-budget films, going all the way back to Blair Witch, that have made millions on a budget that is just next to nothing. So let me know in the comments below. What are your thoughts about this? Is this the most gruesome bucket of them all? Is this the top bucket of them all for 2024? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share this video, and hey, listen, down below there, hit that subscribe button, please. It's going to help us to that point, and on all of our social media platforms, because hey, listen, I'm here today, I may be gone tomorrow, because the thing about it is that they're letting all these YouTubers either demonetize or they're shutting them down. It's an election season. This is what Google, who's been listed as a monopoly that should be broken up, this is what they're doing right now on YouTube. So, once again, like, share, subscribe, comment, and thank you for the support. Thank you for clicking on this video. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye now.